5 years ago, I started Bright Mobile Detailing. Today, we are the #1 detailer in my city, making $200,000 a year. If I was going to start over in 2025, this is exactly what I would do. All right, I'm going to jump right into it. Not going to be a lot of fluff on this channel. I just want to give you all actionable advice that'll help your detailing business. So first things first, first step, I'm just going to let it drop. Basic supplies. So supplies and chemicals, go the cheapest route you can when you first get started, right? And I'm not going to go super in depth with this because most of you probably already have some gear. If you want to know all the cheapest prices for chemicals and equipment, links in there are going to be in the description. I'm going to just list out everything I recommend as far as, vacuums, pressure washers, all that. So just go check out, link in the description. It'll be roughly $300-400 to get started with just all the basic stuff. That's step number one. Step number two is pricing. This is going to be the #1 thing that I talk to new detailers about is their pricing. Everyone is undercharging. If you want to scale this business up and have employees and really make $20,000 a month, you cannot be charging $100, $150 a detail. The numbers don't add up, right? Especially if you want to hire employees, you just can't pay someone enough charging $150 to run the business. So pricing, what I recommend, I'm going to break down all pricing. Let's get into it. All right, for pricing, rule of thumb, general rule of thumb, $100 an hour is your goal. If you're charging less than that, it's going to be tough to scale, hire employees. But here's a rundown of just our prices. So for a full detail, that's full interior, exterior, 2 to 3 hours, we charge $250, $300. If there's some add-ons like, headlight restoration, ozone treatment, excessive shampooing or excessive dog hair, we'll charge more than $300, but anywhere from $250 to $350, $400, normally for a full detail, that takes us about 2 to 3 hours. Interior, normally about 2 hours. If it's a 1 hour detail, it's, that's like a really new car. But normally about 2-ish hours, we charge $195. And then exterior is about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. We charge $150. And the reason these are a little bit higher is because we just want to book higher ticket jobs, right? Opportunity costs. So if we book these two, we can't book one of these or one of these because that time slot's taken, right? So the only reason we have these a little higher is because of that opportunity cost. Like we'll do an exterior only. We don't get many of them because of our price. But if you want us to do it, we will, but it's $150. And that's the reason I do it. I want people to not book that. I want people to book these two, mostly this one, or even a ceramic coating. Our diamond detail, this is kind of our deluxe, higher ticket detail. The only difference in this one and this one is we do a clay bar iron decontamination and we put a sealant on it instead of just a normal wax. So a little bit more value, and that's really the big difference here. It doesn't take that much longer. Like this could take 3 hours, which is the same as this, and we charge $450. We're not pricing based on time. You want to make sure you are hitting that $100 an hour, but for the higher ticket stuff, you're not charging based on how long it takes you. You're charging based on your perceived value, right? So the value of this package is better than this one, so we charge that, but it might take the exact same amount of time because the sealant doesn't take that long to put on. The clay bar, that's just one more pass around the vehicle while you're washing it, and the iron decon, you just spray it on, spray it off. So this doesn't take that much more time, and we can charge more just because of the value. And then ceramics, a little different pricing. It's not necessarily $100 an hour, it's more than that, but we charge anywhere from $699 to $199, depending on, if it's a 5-year or a 10-year coating, depending on how much paint correction they need, if it's a 1-step, 3-step, if they want it to be showroom ready. And whatever add-ons, if they want to do glass or rims or interior, that can go up. But normally 4 to 10 hours for ceramic coating normally takes most of the day. Some of the basic paint enhancement with a 5-year coating might be on the lower end, probably longer than 4 hours still, but that's basic pricing. You can use this as a model. You can tweak it based on your area. Like if you see people are charging a lot less or a lot more, you can always tweak it. But I would stay in this range, and I would definitely stick to the $100 an hour mark, just to make sure you're covering all your bases. You're getting paid for the value you're providing and not getting undercharged, and this will allow you to scale and hire employees. All right, step number 3, friends and family. So for your first jobs, I would go straight to your friends and family. Even if you have to do it for discounted at the very beginning, that's fine. You can always raise your prices later. But friends, family, church, school, wherever you have, people that will help you out, or that need, even neighbors. Like you can start in your neighborhood, knocking on some doors, which that'll come in handy later down the line. But friends and family, that's where normally everybody gets their first few customers. And the next thing, which is step number 4, is Google. So Google Business Profiles is the #1 thing I tell new detailers to get into when they first get started. It's free. If you optimize it correctly, you will get hundreds of clicks for free. Google will just give them to you. And this is where, if you search car detailing near me, and there's like normally a pack of 3 companies that load up toward the top, that's where you want to be. That's Google Business Profiles. They're super powerful. I'm going to show you on my computer what ours looks like, and it'll give you a better understanding of really the power of Google Business Profiles. All right, now for Google Business Profiles, I'll show you a little, like kind of an example of what they are. So when somebody searches car detailing near me, we're running ads, so you'll see that. But for example, this is the Google Business Profile listing. So like there's a couple people who are going to pay to get above that. Sometimes those are at the very top even, and there's going to be an ad here. But like all this stuff is only here because we're running Google Ads. From here down is what normal people would see, from here down. So like these people are paying to be up here. That's fine, whatever. This is where people, and honestly, ads are starting to work less and less, apparently, is what Google's saying. People know that people are paying to be up here. So a percentage of customers just see this, that they're sponsored, and just scroll down and go to either here or like one of here. And you can see this is us. So we're, number 2 behind Yelp in our area. That's SEO, which this does help with, but you can see this is the Google Business Profile, and you can see like here's one of ours here. And then we've got some other ones just around the city. I have to like find them for examples, but there's another one. Anyway, we have a network of Google Business Profiles, and I'll explain what that is. Here is all our Google Business Profiles. You can see we have 10, but one of them is like an old business I don't use anymore. We have 9. Now this is way too many. I would recommend you do 3 maximum. That way you can get as many reviews as possible on all of them. But I'll show you, for example, about kind of what one of ours looks like. So this one has 145 reviews. This is one of our older ones. We have a book online now button. We've got our services here, address, hours, phone number, appointment booking. So they can click right here and book instantly. We've got our products all listed out for them. They can click here, get more information. There we go. If they click learn more, it takes them to book. I got our categories here. Got all of our reviews, a bio that's been optimized for SEO, and we post. A lot of people don't know Google Business Profile has a posting feature, so we post on here. And honestly, as a rule of thumb, use every feature. Now we have a whole training module on this in our free community. If you go down in the description, we have a free community for detailers trying to scale to $20,000 a month. You can go check it out if you're interested. And I break down this whole process in depth of how to optimize this. But I really just want to show you all the performance. So overall, 1,000 interactions. We got almost 600 website clicks. And keep in mind, totally for free. Now we average about 100 or something per month. Now obviously this is winter, so it went down. Not really that much, and then this month just started. But you can see the power of it, right? So we got like 600 website clicks from a free listing, right? Didn't cost us a cent to put this up here. All we did is set it up, get reviews, optimize it, and we're getting customers from it, right? So like, let me show you another one. This one's younger, so 31 reviews, not nearly as old, but I can show you the performance of it just so like when you're starting, you don't get discouraged. Like we're still getting 238 clicks. Now less per month, 64, 39, 45. This is winter, keep in mind. This month just started, but like 64 clicks like per month totally for free, like not even paying for ads or anything. Also 68 calls. I'll show you one more. I'm kind of just randomly clicking. I'm not really sure which ones are doing better than others. See how many reviews this one has. So this one only has 20. I mean, I can show you the performance just so I'm not hiding anything. Only 81 website clicks. So you can see the power. The more reviews you have, the better. I'm not really sure which ones have more than others. 38, we'll see. Like you can see the Mountain Brook one for us is that's like our best one. But even this one with 38 has 318 clicks. So like that's still really good, totally for free. And you can see the power of compounding these listings together. Like I could really only have that one that's getting me 130 clicks a month, or I could have 3 or 4 all getting me 130 a month. You can see the power of the compounding effect of it. But yeah, so I mean this is kind of the Google Business Profile strategy. Gonna have a network all over your city. That way, we're anywhere where they Google car detailing near me, you pop up, and you want to rank as high as possible. That's why I recommend only having 3 or 4. You can see some of ours only have like 20 or 30 reviews. That's because I'm focusing on other ones, trying to get them above 100. Right around 100 is where we see a big uptick in traffic. So, that's what we're trying to get them all to. And we have a bunch of review strategies as well, how we get reviews from all our customers, how we do like review raffles to get a bunch of reviews. But that's all in the free group. Go check it out if you're interested. And let's go to the next step. All right, so once you set that up, you want to get reviews from all your friends and family. Anybody you've ever done a detail for, you want to get a review on your Google Business profile. Also, you can just go through your contact list. That's like the best way to get reviews when you're first getting started. Hit up everybody on your contact list that you would think would do a 30-second favor for you. It does not take a long time to leave a review, and it helps your business out tremendously. Super powerful, and it scales. Like you can just keep getting reviews and people will keep coming to you. You don't have to keep doing work to get those customers. The longer you have it, the better it gets optimized, the more reviews you get, the higher you rank, and the more clicks you get totally for free. So that's the number one thing I tell detailers to start off with, Google Business Profiles, as far as marketing wise. All right, step number 5 is going to be the first actual marketing tactic that I'm gonna break down, and it's door-to-door. So this is not gonna be door-to-door knocking on doors, hey, I have a detailing business, can you help me out? This is a scalable process. So we just implemented this. I just hired a guy. All he does Monday through Friday is go and pass out door hangers on doors. So I'll show you, this is what our door hanger looks like. It's got, picture, some before and after pictures, our phone number, a little QR code to book, also our phone number and a coupon code that gives them $20 off. That's gonna be our offer, right? I also always put an expiration date on there because you want them to take action sooner rather than later. Like some people are gonna get it and hold on to it for a month or two and book down the road. We want them to take action as quickly as possible, right? And now I just paid that door hanger guy $15 an hour. He passes out 400 a day. So we're getting through 2,000 flyers a week. Now let me break down the math on the door hangers real quick and you'll see the power of it. All right, door hanger strategy. This is the most exciting thing I have for 2025. So I learned this whole strategy from a detailer down in Jacksonville, Florida. He has 7 company vans. This is the only marketing strategy he does other than Google Business Profiles. So super powerful strategy, can support your business by itself. But I'm gonna break down the math and just kind of how it works. So you're gonna target the high income areas just because it makes sense to start there. Eventually you wanna have a team of like 3 or 4 of these guys. All they do is pass out door hangers every day and you can hit every area. But to start, you wanna start in the high income areas just because we're a luxury service. We're more expensive than a car wash. So start there, just makes sense. Now for the example, we're gonna be passing out 250 a day. You can batch these, like if you just wanna do it all in a weekend, knock at 1,000 in a day. You can do whatever you want, but averaging 250 a day is 1,250 door hangers per week. This is not door knocking either. This is just putting them on the doorknob, leaving, put them on the doorknob, leaving. So you can get out a lot of them. We're aiming for a 1% conversion rate. And even if it's less than that, you'll see you'll still make money. But if it's a 1% conversion rate, you're making crazy profit margin. But even at a 0.5%, you're still making good money. So that's 12.5 details per week booked out of the 1,250. 12.5 times 230, assuming you're charging, $250 for a detail and giving them $20 off, which is the offer that's on the door hanger, which I'll put up on the screen here too. But 230, that's $2,875 booked, jobs booked. I just had a detailer do this. He passed out 700 flyers. He booked 1,400 jobs that week, $1,400 worth of jobs that week. So there's already examples in our community. If you're interested in joining our community, it's for detailers trying to scale to $20,000 a month. I teach you everything you need to know, everything broken down in this video, plus a ton more. You can check it out in the description below. But he just had crazy success, and we are too. So out of that 2,875, that's revenue. That's gross. We're going to screw up the flyers. It's about $180 to buy 2,000 flyers. So, not that expensive for a lot of them. Per unit, that's like nothing. And then if you're going to pay somebody, it's going to be $300 because it's like $15 an hour. They put out about a flyer a minute is our ballpark, which is like 20.8 hours, roughly $300 labor. If you're going to pass them out yourself, take that $300 out, just keep that yourself. So with the labor, you're making almost $2,400 passing out 250 a day. So you can see the potential in this marketing strategy. The math just makes sense, and you can see even if you have a 0.5%, you're making half that, right? Like the math still works. This is a really, really exciting marketing strategy. I'm gonna do a whole video on this where I walk through like how I hired my guy to do it, go through the numbers, and like go through live, like through a whole week of us doing it. But super profitable strategy. I would definitely implement this. If this is the only thing you take from this video, I would definitely start doing this. All right, step number 6 is paid ads. Now this is after we let these first 5 sit for a while. Like this is gonna be your process, right? Obviously the supplies and pricing, those are fine. Friends and family, you're probably only going to hit them up once because not everybody gets to detail that often. But Google Business Profiles and door-to-door, this funnel right here for the foreseeable future until you're ready to scale it up a little bit. So what the process looks like, get reviews from everybody you know, pass out door hangers, and this is the most powerful direct marketing you can do at the beginning. Easily scalable, cheap to do, especially if you're passing them out yourself, or if you have like a brother or cousin or a friend that wants to help you out, you can pay them $12 an hour, $15 an hour. But anyway, everybody you do get a job for here, you're going to get a review for here, right? And then as you get more reviews here, you'll get more jobs from here, and then you can do less of these, right? So the more you pass out here, the more jobs you get. We're aiming for a 1% conversion rate. Then you get reviews here. That'll get you more jobs organically, so you can do less of these, and eventually you can just stop doing this, or what we just did is we just hired somebody to do it full time. So like we can keep doing this because it makes sense. The numbers add up, right? Financially, this is a good marketing plan. You pass out door hangers, you get a 1% conversion rate. You're booking $2,000 worth of jobs per week if you're passing out 2,000. So like this just makes sense to keep doing, and you can hire this out eventually on Indeed. But this is the funnel you're going to work with. Now, once you are at a point where you're like, all right, I'm ready to scale. I want to like kind of up our marketing a little bit. I don't want to be out in the sun before I hire somebody out there. And the next one is paid ads. So it's going to be Google. I'm going to break down kind of our paid ad strategy so you can kind of get an idea of what we use what for. All right, now paid ads, we focus almost exclusively on Google ads, and I'll explain why. So Facebook ads and Instagram ads versus Google ads. Facebook ads for car detailing just don't work. They just do not convert enough customers to make it worth the spend. The reason is it's interruption marketing. So imagine you're scrolling on Facebook, whatever, you're just seeing your friends post funny videos, sports clips, and then a car detailing ad comes up. You're not in the mindset that you're trying to buy a car detail, right? Like you're being entertained. You're not in a purchasing mood, right? Now, Google ads puts you in front of people who are Googling car detailing near me. Like those people are trying to book a car detail, right? That's the only thing they're trying. They're not on Google to, mess around and just have fun. They're trying to like find the best person to detail their car right now. That's why more people convert on Google rather than Facebook. And it's just cheaper in general to go Google rather than Facebook. Now we do use Facebook for ceramic coatings. Those are higher tickets, so you can pay more. Like you can pay $100 to get a ceramic coating booked, and you still make hundreds of dollars. If you paid $100 to get a car detailing booked, you make no money. So that's the reason why we do Google ads for car detailing and Facebook ads for ceramic coatings. For example, here's our Google ad we use. Now keep in mind we're only spending $300 a month. If you scale this up, you can spend way more. Now we rely on a lot of our word of mouth, SEO, Google Business Profile, door to door. So we don't need to pay for ads, right? But we keep a little bit trickle going just, for the hell of it. Now this is only for 3 days. Let's go last 30 days. All right, so we spent $280 and got 512 clicks. So that's 55 cents per click. That's really, really good. And you can see 21 conversions. So we booked 2 directly into our website, and then we got 11 calls, and it doesn't even track all the calls because it only tracks the calls if they call from our ad. But I guarantee we closed some of these. I mean, even this is profitable with just those 2 that booked through our online booking through here, plus the 11 calls. I guarantee we made money. Plus, this doesn't track for all of them. It's just people who called directly through the ad or clicked directly on the ad and booked right there. If later they got a text from us and booked through that, it wouldn't track that. So you can see the power of this. Now, I have a full breakdown of our Google Ads strategy in our community down low. It's for detailers trying to scale to $20,000 a month. I mentioned it already, but check it out in the description. I break this down in detail, and you can copy my exact ad. But we target just the high income areas here, $10 a day. We have a couple different versions of the ad here, and then these are our keywords. And we have a bunch of negative keywords as well. I can kind of show you these. So got a bunch of keyword themes, and then, here's the keyword themes, and then negative keywords, just a list of things we do not want to come up for. And I've just accumulated this throughout the years of being, people say like body repair, we don't want to pay for that. So we're gonna put that as a negative keyword. Now this is the power. It's 55 cents a click. You don't really beat that other than like door hangers. They're like 8 cents per door hanger. And then you pay a guy $300 to pass out over 1,000 of them. So like that scales too. But Paid ads also very valuable. And again, we'll probably scale these up this spring. When it's back busy season and we're popping. But for now, $300 a month, we're still getting 500 clicks. So, and the demand goes up in the springtime. So like even if we have the same 512 clicks, more people will book in the springtime. So this is the time to get in it. If you've been on the fence about going full-time detailing or taking it more seriously, this is the season to do it. Right now, it's about to start warming up. This is when all the detailers ramp up. And if you're serious about it, go ahead and check out the community in the description, and let's go to the next step. All right, and then step 7 is the last one in terms of, if I was going to start a business today, this would be the last step, and it's hiring employees. So this is normally where people get stuck. Like they get stuck out there detailing for years, and they just never find a good process for finding employees to replace themselves. But this is the most important thing, obviously, when you're trying to grow a business. You can't do everything, so you have to hire people. Now, we use Indeed, and I'll break down exactly how we hire, the templates we use, payment plans, like how we pay them. Let's get into it on my computer. All right, now when it comes to hiring, this is one of the biggest roadblocks people run into. First one is getting customers and marketing. Once they solve that, they're out in the field every day detailing, they're booked full, they need help. This is the next roadblock you run into. But I'm gonna show you exactly how we hire people. So we use Indeed. We've used Facebook ads and stuff before. Indeed has much more qualified people, and you get better applicants, like more applicants as well. So this is a listing I just put up from January 5th to February 4th. So like last month I put it up. We got 61 applicants. So like if you can't find a person to be a detailer for you out of 61, you're running into a problem. And I guarantee you will. It's just, you just got to weed them out. But I'll show you the whole listing and, the description and everything. And you can kind of pause the video and copy it. Or you could also use ChatGPT to kind of make the same thing. But first we use the description just to kind of about our company, give them the website so they can check it out. Why work for us? So the pay, tips, kind of the good stuff about the job, flexible hours, consistent work. Like you don't want to hire somebody and not have work for them. So, make sure you're booked out for about a month, like full, like not necessarily in advance, but like a week advance for a month or two, and you're confident you're going to have work for them. And then, a little bit of average of what their work's going to be, like how many jobs per month. And then the responsibilities and duties. So we provide equipment, unless they're a contractor, which on the phone I'll narrow that down. But if they're like, yeah, one of my questions is like, what have you been doing for work recently? And that could be a red flag. If they're like, yeah, I haven't really been doing anything, that's a red flag. Or they're like, yeah, I'm doing detailing on the side a little bit, it's just slow. That means they just don't know how to get customers. But for those people, they already have equipment, they already know how to detail, might bring them on as a contractor rather than a W-2. Saves me a little bit of money. I don't have to train them. They can use their equipment, their personal vehicle, get them up and running a lot quicker. So you can scale like that really quickly. Like you can just get a couple contractors and you have 2 employees like that. Didn't have to train them. Now you have to be really, really strict with those guys, because if they start getting complaints, it's over. Like you got to find a new guy. You can't have somebody going to do jobs and getting complaints, especially if you didn't train them. That I don't even worry about retraining contractors. I just cut ties. Be like, it's not going to work. Sorry, man. Yeah. So then make sure they arrive on time. Just kind of like the stuff they're going to be responsible for. These are the qualifications. So I used to not require detailing experience. I would highly recommend at least a year or 2 of detailing experience. They've already made all those like minor errors and mistakes that like you would have to train that out of them. Rather than that, just get them to already be detailing somewhere else. And most of the guys that apply will kind of be in the same realm. They have to have their own car. If you don't have a company truck or van, that's fine. They can use their personal vehicle, and you just pay a mileage, which is 65.5 cents per mile is the federal rate. Just a little bit how much they're driving, age, they have to have insurance, driver's license, be a citizen, phone so they can get on our online booking app, and then just like, some positive attitude stuff. A little bit about the pay, benefits. We don't offer many benefits, and it's still fine. It's just a manual labor job, but that's pretty much all there is to the job. They will apply here, and then you just message them. I always say, hey, saw you applied for the detailing job. Would you be interested in or are you free sometime this week for a quick intro call? Get on the call with them, ask them, hey, what have you been doing for work? Why are you interested in detailing? What's your experience level? Where else have you detailed? get a general vibe. Now, if their vibe is off, just count them out. Like don't think like I think I can make it work. There's tons of people out there. The best lesson I've learned in hiring is to hire slow and fire fast. It's the best. It's going to save you so many headaches. I've hired so many bad detailers and just bad people that end up screwing me over, stealing equipment, breaking into the company van. If it's happened, I've probably hired that guy, and it's taken me those 4 years to learn who to hire and what they sound like on the phone. Then if you want, meet up at a Starbucks or another restaurant or something, have a coffee and actually meet them face to face, see how their talking skills are, see if they're a normal dude or girl. But basically I just want to get a general vibe from them. They seem good. I'd start training. We train for 2 weeks. So that's just me and them going out detailing a car, or I'll send them with another employee. But for you and them detailing together. So do that for 2 weeks, and then you'll get a general vibe if they're ready to go solo or not. If they're still missing a lot of stuff, I would urge them to, stay on them. Like urge them to be more particular, more detail oriented, and then the last thing to do is just let them off the leash, let them go do a job, see how the customer reacts. If they're happy, great, you're good. If they're not, you might have to retrain, or it might just be best to cut ties. But that's general overview of how we hire, and that's the last step. If I was going to start today, hiring would be the last step I do. But yeah, that's pretty much exactly how I would start my business again if I was starting it today in 2025. If you're interested in joining our school community for detailers trying to scale to $20,000 a month, link is in the description. Go check it out. You get a 7-day free trial, and it's actually on sale until the end of this week. So go check it out, try it out for 7 days, see if you like it. I guarantee you will find some value from it. But yeah, till the next one, I'll see you guys later.